Hey everyone and welcome. Today, we are going to tackle something that I think every single one of us has been through. You know, that moment of sheer panic when you're talking to someone and poof, your mind goes completely blank. Well, let's fix that.
I mean, you know the feeling, right? You're having a good chat, it's flowing, everything's great, and then boom, nothing. A complete mental freeze. It's so common, but man, is it frustrating when it happens. I like to call it a mental traffic jam. It's like your brain is just buffering. But here's the really good news. It's not you. You're not broken, you're not boring. There's a very specific and kind of surprising reason this happens to all of us.
Okay, so let's get right into it, because understanding why this happens is the first step to making it stop. It all comes down to something we can call the conversation paradox. Now, this is where we kind of flip the script on this whole problem. You see, the issue isn't that you have no thoughts. Oh no. It's that your brain is actually working overtime, judging and deleting every single idea before you even get a chance to say it.
So here's the myth versus the reality. We tell ourselves, my brain is totally empty. But what's really going on is that we have this super overactive filter. It's like there's a bouncer in your head at the velvet rope just going, no, that's a dumb idea. No, that's too weird. Definitely not interesting enough. Until, well, there's nothing left.
So how do we get past this tough inner bouncer? Well, the first tool in our toolkit is a super simple but incredibly powerful rule.
3. That's it. You have 3 seconds. The rule is this. Whatever random thought pops into your head, you have just 3 seconds to say it out loud. Any longer than that, and your inner critic, that bouncer, is going to grab it and toss it out. You've got to act fast and just say the thing.
And here's the crucial part. You have to give yourself permission for it to not be perfect. It doesn't have to be the funniest or smartest thing ever said. It just has to be said. You know, you don't filter yourself when you're talking to your best friends, right? What if you gave yourself that same freedom with pretty much everyone?
Okay, so you did it. You beat the filter. You said something. Awesome start. But now what? How do you actually keep that momentum going and turn a simple comment into a real conversation?
This is a huge mindset shift. We get so caught up trying to be interesting by saying clever things, but really, the secret to being interesting is to be interested. So instead of performing, just get curious. Put on your detective hat. Genuine curiosity totally melts away conversation anxiety.
And here's a super practical technique. Think of it like this. Every sentence someone says is packed with different topics or threads that you can just gently pull on to keep the conversation going.
So, for example, if someone says this one simple sentence, look at all the threads. You could ask about hiking or Colorado or their brother. You could talk about bad weather or share a story about your own awful travel experience. You're never really stuck because there are always multiple paths to choose from.
You know, a great conversation is a lot like a great music playlist. You need some upbeat, fun tracks, but you also need some slower, more meaningful ones. If it's all deep and heavy, it gets exhausting. If it's all light and fluffy, it can feel a little shallow. The real art is learning how to mix them.
But let's be realistic. Even with all these awesome tools, sometimes your brain is just going to go on vacation. It happens to the best of us. So, for those moments when you do freeze up, you need an emergency plan.
Here are 2 of my absolute favorite rescue tricks. First, the environment scan. Literally just look around and comment on something you see or hear. The music, the art, anything. It instantly resets the conversation. Or you can try the callback. Just circle back to something they said 5 minutes ago. It shows you were paying attention, and it's a supernatural way to get things flowing again.
And if you want a real safety net, just keep a few of these go-to questions in your back pocket. They're open-ended, they're friendly, and they can bring almost any stalled conversation right back to life.
And finally, let's talk about the exit. Because ending a conversation is just as important as starting one. You don't want to just awkwardly fade away. Just use this simple 3-step method. Say something positive, give a genuine reason for leaving, and then create a little bridge to the future. It's smooth, it's kind, and it leaves a great lasting impression.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's really not about memorizing clever lines or becoming some flawless public speaker. The real goal is just to get out of your own head, turn that filter down, and just be present with the person right in front of you.
Seriously, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be there. So go out there, get curious, and connect with someone. What conversation are you going to start today?